How's it going? Checking the levels of the mic. Back from vacation. It's a pretty neat song. Let this play out and then we'll get started. That was a decent song. Not bad for free. All right, let's get this game going. Let's see. Where we were in Andra's Gift, I believe, which is a area of Defiance Bay. There we are. So Bogus Meat Factory, Bubba James 87, and Anoush Cake. Thank you for following while I was not live. Appreciate it very much. Back from a fishing vacation. If you've never gone fishing, can be quite a relaxing thing. I'm assuming I was going to go in here to The woman looks like she hasn't slept in days. Her hair is a rat's nest of tangles, and her eyes are lined with shadows. She casts an anxious glance at the door. Her eyes widen somewhere between hope and apprehension. Are you here about Darren? I found him? Thank the Sea Mother. Where is he? I don't know how to tell you this, but he's gone. I can't imagine your grief. My boy's dead? That can't be. What happened? He crossed two dangerous men near the brothel. She sobs and quickly brings a hand to her mouth. Her eyes are bright with tears. How could the gods be so cruel? How could anyone let this happen to my boy? I suppose it's better to know the truth than to keep wondering. Thank you, at least, for bringing me answers. Here, take these. I've been saving several keepsakes for Darren one day, but he won't need them now, and I doubt I'll have another child to pass them on to. right. I think it's just a fine dagger. All right. I believe we've been everywhere in Andra's gift. So I need to figure out what we need to do next. We can go to Heritage Hill. We can go back to Immatal. Hey, good evening, Masquerade. How's it going? Let's go find that guy. Immatal. There you are. Is this about the broken scepter? Yes, I have 3 pieces. You mean you got past those armored monsters? I don't know how. Listen, if you're willing, I'll give you this last piece. And the name of someone who will buy it all. All I want is 200 pawns for getting the cargo here. Sounds fair? Sure. Oh. I'm going to try to snatch the opal using my dexterity of 14. Give that back. He lunges for the stone, losing his balance and falling to the ground. As he picks himself back up, he shoots you a sullen glare. Keep it then, but you'll get nothing else from me. Oh my gosh. Masquerade's full on VR. Better watch it, you may never come out. Let's see. Where did that opal go? I guess it was... Well, doesn't matter. So, next. He knows an animancer who would be willing to buy the artifact if all the parts are found. I can take the 4 pieces of the scepter to Immatal's animancer contact, but I'll have to find this person on my own now. Immatal won't offer any more help after the way I dealt with him. Okay. Okay. I can find him on my own. Defeat Walder and his band. The thieves who stole the chest Marcino was supposed to be looking after aren't going to give it up without a fight. With the thieves dead, I can collect the chest. Spider Dwarven Dad. Where's this chest? Mm-hmm. Where are these thieves? Any luck finding the captain's chest? Not yet. No leads on where they would be? Let's go to the... I don't know. Let's go. Let's go in there. Mm-hmm. No one in here. I don't think this is what I was looking for, but it'll work. A Free wears a defiant expression and a sturdy yet battered suit of armor. She seems to bear each scratch and ding with pride. You don't look like one of the knights. Can I help you with something? I'm here about the trouble at the Salty Mast. Ordinary Kith are angry, as they should be with that crooked Aumauat toting up to the nobles. She's using the tragedy of Widewind's legacy to line her pockets. She's no better than the Adiran overlords we drove out 200 years ago. People around here know you to be an honest broker. Maya's made it so only the rich can afford her establishment, yet she sits in the poorest district of Defiance Bay. How is that fair? We've taken matters into our own hands, but she's the real criminal here. Why don't you tell her to back down? I'm with Maya. The violence has to stop. I'm sorry you see it that way. Big mistake. Boom. Mercy, please. Fine, but I'm taking you prisoner. She nods, her head lolling. And that means I should have a new prisoner at my keep. Avery is a member of the Dozens who organized a harassment campaign against patrons of the Salty Mast. Yes. By the way, got 18 more hours to finish my curio shop. Then I can get something else. I've already been in here. What's this? Nothing. So now we need to go back to the Salty Mast, as much as I don't want to go back in that place. And deliver the news. Always good to have a few more warm bodies in here. Any progress with those thugs? I've taken the ringleader prisoner. The thugs won't be bothering you anymore. That's good enough for me. Take some coppers and enjoy yourself. And if you choose to have your fun here, enjoy my special discount. All right. Might as well have a drink or two. This seems like as good a place as any to pick up a few sordid secrets and sundry diseases at that. Now, just what can I do for a strapping young lad like yourself? Refreshments? Yes, refreshments, aka weapons. I don't need anything. Don't need to sleep. Okay. Still looking for that guy. Find the Animancer. Gotta go back to Helig in the catacombs at some point. Gotta go back to the first fires and talk to Dunstan. Gotta go to Thristwin and Brackenberry. Still looking for Ollie and... Oh, frequents a brothel. So... that means that person must be in here. Where is this person? Well... Club of Refined and Prestigious Gentlemen Guest Book. Ah, quite a few names. None that really stick out to me is people I know. Vincent Dwellier. So, you're a member, I see. Are you here for the exclusive club equipment? Show me your stock. I've been collecting the finest equipment for over a decade. I guarantee you won't find a superior collection. Does look like some fine stuff. I don't need it just yet, I don't think. Okay. Looking for this Ollie person. Ollie frequents a brothel in Andra's gift. So, gotta be here somewhere. Who's that? Chef. Brothel guard, brothel guard. Aha! The man is at a table by himself, but he constantly glances at the opposite bench as if waiting for someone. He reeks of alcohol, and he moves with the torpor of someone who's gotten used to spending most of his time drunk. This table's taken. Find another. I've got questions about Lindry. What's it to you? Constitution 14. Finish Ollie's drink. I'm your new drinking buddy, and I've got questions for you. Well then, ask away. So, what was it you were wanting with Lindry? Tell me about him. He spent most of his time here drinking with me. Tells you enough, doesn't it? He didn't volunteer details, and I didn't ask. But he had a working man's hands and a working man's taste for drink. Where and when did you last see him? Right here, getting drinks with me. Just like we have every night for the last 5 years. I couldn't actually tell you much about him, and I think he preferred it that way. It's probably why we got on so well. Plenty of things we didn't talk about. Anyway, I remember that night because he said things were finally turning around. He was going to find a steady job, clean up, have another crack at the respectable life. I told him in that case he could buy the drinks. That's when she showed up. Who is this woman? A real fancy lady named Lumdala. I don't remember much these days, but I remember her. Usually you have to pay a month's copper to spend time with a woman like that. But Lumdala, she was falling all over Lindry that night, left with him too. Where did they go? She said they were going on to see some frilly performance. If you ask me, they had their own plans to perform that night. Wink, wink. She just said they had to pick something up at her house in Copper Lane first, some cozy little place by the northern gate. Even a drunk like me knew what that means. For what it's worth, she said she earns her coin over at the amphitheater in Copper Lane. That's where she said they were going to see their show. Maybe someone there saw him. Right. Let me know if you find him, yeah? Because that bastard owes me a round if he's found the good life. All right. I think that's... The evidence points toward a woman named Lumdala. I knew that way earlier than than this point. Ooh, the Unsworn Path added. The quest expires in 3 days. Let's look at it. 25% experience, patchwork boots, average item. Among the kind wayfarers, in the event that a member of the order dies of natural causes, it is customary for the paladin to request burial in a dangerous place that is difficult to reach. In fulfilling their lost comrade's request, the other kind wayfarers forge new paths that others may more easily follow. When the elder paladin Adrim Delphar died, his brother and sister set out for Red Flower Lake in a remote eastern part of the Red Ceres. But they never reached their destination. With so few kind wayfarers left in the part of the Eastern Reach, the Order has reached out for assistance in recovering their comrades and helping see them to their resting place. I can help. Let's go with the rogue. All right. So that's taken care of. Have you all ever had this clear American blackberry drink? It's actually quite disgusting. Let's see. Okay, let's go to Copper Lane. We got a couple of things to do there. We can stop by the first fires first. First fires. I think we have a quest to drop off there, I believe. Something in the first fires. Dunstan. So Dunstan is probably in the hilarious. Probably the Crucible Keep is where we need to go. Looking for Dunstan. Where are you, Dunstan? There you are. Something else on your mind? Give him Viana's research. I think this is what you've been looking for. You don't sound too happy about this. I'm not, and I'm surprised someone as strong-willed as you is going along with it. I've made it clear to Cliver that this is a mistake. Trying to harness souls like this, it's a crime against the gods, and it's bound to earn us more trouble than it saves. But Cliver's given me his orders, so I've got to build these things as best I can. Anyway, Cliver's told me I'm to sell you any arms or armor you might want. You won't find better anywhere in Defiance Bay, I can promise you that. I've heard that before. What do you have for sale? The White Spire. Looks cool. Inflicts disorienting for 5 seconds on hit. Grants Blizzard. That's pretty cool. Okay. Got that done. Let's go to Breckenberry. We need to find... Thristwin at the inn. Bum, 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 bum. There he is. Did you do it? Did you get the medallion from Sorel? Yes. You've given my people a gift we couldn't possibly repay. I'll do the best I can, though. This is everything I have. Take it, please. Keep it. Your clan can use it to rebuild. The Shattering Spear will sing of your kindness for generations to come. If you ever find yourself in Air Glanfath, please honor us with your visit. Farewell. Nice. Now to Copper Lane. Okay. We got to deliver this package to Gareth at the Goose and Fox. We have to question Lumdala. And we could go to the catacombs from here. So, all right, let's go find Lumdala. She was over here. There she is. Hold on. I'm gonna save first. I really should spend this time getting into character. I'm looking for Kendall. Apparently he joined your group. No experience. Terrible actor. Sound familiar? I'm not sure who this Kendall is or why you would malign our talent, but rest assured that we have a process for evoking a satisfying performance from even the most inexperienced players. Ollie said his friend Lendry was last seen with you. That drunk in Andra's gift? Men flatter themselves when it comes to the attentions of a beautiful woman. The pallid knight herself could waltz into that bar, and he'd believe she was there to sit on his lap and listen to bawdy stories. Perhaps she'd enjoy a bawdy tale or two. It must get old, gathering the dead and dying. I trust his word more than yours. He has nothing to gain by lying. Nothing to gain but a little tavern hall admiration. The men there compete with tales of conquest that they can only dream of, but you clearly found his performance convincing enough. I cannae her sort, nigh to be trusted. Surely there's someone else you can ask about all this. I'm but a humble actor. You're connected to 3 recent disappearances that you claim to know nothing about. Then what else do you expect me to say on the subject? If you'll excuse me, I have a performance to attend to. The young man steps up next to you, his gaze fixed on the other actors, his voice low. Meet me in Lumdala's house. I know what's going on. He claps his hands and whistles at the other actors. Well done indeed. Okay. To Lumdala's house, I suppose. Where are you? I saw you with Lumdala by the amphitheater. Look, I don't know what your business is with her, but I want out of this mess. I just came by to grab my things. Just let me leave, all right? You were the one that told me to come here. Let's see what you've got to say for yourself first. No, take a breath and calm down. Tell me what's going on so I can help. Thank you, but there's not much time. Lumdala's out to get me, and I need to get out of here. Maybe out of the city. This opens the door behind you. Excuse me. There's a passage in there leading down to a theater. It's easier if you see it for yourself. Since I've helped you, I want your promise that you'll leave my name out of this. First time I ever met an actor didn't want his name on everything. All I care about is preventing another disappearance. What you did before is irrelevant to me. Thank you, and good luck. All right. Let's go in. Sneak. clothing. Money. Ooh. Armor, money, and a sword. Oh. Very creepy theater. Scarf. A simple silken scarf is crumpled on the filthy flagstones. Essence radiates from it like heat, and the closer you get to it, the more you feel a confusing mixture of joy, surprise, and pain. Pick up the scarf. You hold the scarf and focus on it, and the world around you shifts. Something about you shifts too. The smooth fabric is still in your hands, but you're in a small yet cozy house, and Laura is looking from the scarf back to you, asking if you like it. She's smiling because the answer is written on your face. That was 4 years ago, but you still wear the scarf on days like today. After all, you wore it that first day you met the actress with silvered eyes, so who's to say it won't bring you luck again tonight? It's nestled around your throat, soft and warm and comforting. You're halfway through the third act, and you can feel the audience's eyes on you, hungry and attentive. You were nervous at first when that woman brought you down here. You wondered what kind of show you'd signed up for, but this has gone better than you could have hoped. You reach the end of your monologue, and the scarf tightens around your neck. Ooh. It chokes the final line from your throat, which is embarrassing because your debut was going so well. But when you try to pull the scarf away, it only tightens further. You're confused, and you look to the audience, expecting someone to rush to your rescue. Then you see their eyes and that hungry, attentive look, and you understand. The stage fades to black. The scarf falls from your hand and flutters to the ground, but Cora's soul lingers, stuck between a familiar token and a question. It wants to know, but it wants to retreat. You've had your sister's love and the courage to follow your dreams. Take comfort in that as you find your way to the next life. The soul glows with warmth before fading into the fabric of the scarf. Wimdala emerges from the shadows, her silvery eyes glowing in the darkness. Well, well, if it isn't our friend from Dunrid Row. What do you want? I have a proposition. And I have my doubts, but I suppose it couldn't hurt to hear the details. I'm listening. I stage my performances for certain wealthy patrons. One in particular would make a valuable catch. You agree to a truce, and I'll give you his name. Explain why this is a better deal for me. Don't be naive. You're a man of principle. You want to help Defiance Bay, don't you? Save its people, those who would prey on them? Think of it this way. I only feed a demand. I'm offering you the man whose money and connections made my performances possible in the first place. Doesn't seem right. No deal. As you wish. Stop them. What you didn't suspect was that my wolf is now flanking you. Bum, 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 bum. I'm fighting a bunch of actors. do some healing. Got him. Alrighty. Ring of protection. Nice. Nothing crazy here. Nothing crazy here. +9 fortitude, +9 reflex, +9 will. Yeah. I also have a minor ring of protection. Why am I not equipping these things? Okay. Now, return to Curran at Hadra's house in Brackenbury. Okay. Don't believe there's anything. Is there anything else down here? Oh. Is this the catacombs? Yes. Where's Helig? He's up here. I can go ahead and do that. Awesome. Did you find my grimoire? I opened Modred's chest, if that's what you mean. He places his hands on the table and leans forward. Tell me everything. The look on his face, the sound of his screams. He closes his eyes and clasps his gnarled hands together. I want to bask in every glorious detail. She tore him to pieces. I'm not sure which was louder, his agonized cries or cracking bones. Helig bursts into laughter, spewing bilious fluid. He dances a halting, awkward caper before settling his mad eyes on you again. I doubt I've ever had this much fun, even in life. He removes his amulet and hands it to you, and now your reward. You asked for Rowena, and here she is, small enough to carry with you. She was a formidable warrior, and now her soul is a formidable talisman. It's served me well these years, but I've moved on to bigger and better things. Now, like so many things, it passes to the next generation. Use it as you see fit, or give it to that miserable old sap, Dalton. Whatever you decide, our business is ended. A soul prowls within the bloodstone like a caged Stelgar. It's filled with a fierce, restless energy. Who are you? You see an image in your mind of a woman in heavy leather armor bearing twin daggers. Next to her is a man, young and handsome, who calls her Rowena. The vision shifts to a windswept plain next to a lake. 50 men and women in matching leathers lay dead, their bodies contorted and deformed by some sinister sorcery. Rowena falls among them, her body collapsing next to the young man you saw earlier. She's too weak to speak, but the name Dalton appears in your mind. A lone figure strides across the battlefield, barely bothering to step over the corpses. His eyes are filled with an unnatural light and feel fixed on Rowena. He reaches out to her, and what little life remained in her body departs. When he takes the amulet from around her neck, you feel her anguished soul trapped within it. With a final contemptuous glance at the fallen Dalton, the man departs. Dalton sent me to find you. The soul pulses with warmth. It fills your mind with memories of a young man who's both bold and generous. But fury and despair gnaw those images away until all you can feel are cold, crimson walls pressing against you and something loathsome feeding off of you as the years fade into decades. What do you want? You see an image of the amulet shattering and the soul inside rising and dissipating among the stars. Farewell. All right. Return to Dalton and Copper Lane. Let's exit here. Dalton, I believe, is right here. Did you find her? Yes, but not as you expected. Rowena used to wear this. Where did you get it? Give him the amulet. From your old adversary, Helig. He trapped her soul inside it. Dalton cradles the amulet in both hands, gazing into it with wonder and bewilderment. She's here, back with me at last. He holds it to his cheek as if hoping to hear her voice or feel her caress. Perhaps her presence, even like this, will bring me peace. This isn't what you want to hear, but releasing her soul back into the cycle would be best for both of you. Destroy it? But to have her back after so long, I couldn't bear to lose her again. Having her near me again would be enough. In any case, it's your choice now. Dalton takes it and touches the brilliant crimson gem. In whatever time I have left, this will be enough. To have her close, to visit her in my dreams, to relive our memories together. Please take this. It's from my old adventuring days. I think it's time to finally let them go. Dial Eowyn Debita. Okay. A club. One-handed club. Seems decent for a club. Not as good as this, though. Pretty happy with my loadout right now. But I will just put that down there for now. Okay. What else in Copper Lane? Deliver the package to Gareth in Copper Lane. Goose and Fox. Gareth. Where's Gareth? There he is. A man skulks near the bar. He seems like he's trying to blend in with the wood paneling, and he watches the other patrons out of the corner of his eye. He gives you a quick nod as you approach. Verzano has a delivery for you. He glances around and snatches the pouch from you. Keep your voice down, will you? The Dominells have spies everywhere. You tell Verzano this is the last time I'm buying from him. This is getting too dangerous for me. Bitter squash seeds. Did I just do something illegal? No. Tell me what was in that pouch. Bitter squash seeds. They interrupt pregnancies. Even though they're not exactly legal, many folk nowadays prefer them to the risk of hollowborn or celibacy. What do the Dominells have to do with this? You have no idea, do you? Let's just say that the Dominells have exclusive rights to trade certain merchandise within the city. Verzano likes to make some extra coin from time to time by dealing in the same merchandise, undercutting the competition, he says. Are we done? Yeah, we're done. Now get out of here before... Uh-oh. A woman swaggers in, her polished boots thwacking the floor with slow, deliberate steps. A crooked sneer warps her smooth face. Gareth, I'm hurt. You promised to buy only from me. What's a girl to think? Please, my lady, I was just explaining that I don't do business with anyone else. Except this one last time, right? There's always one more deal, until you run out of credit, that is. And just who are you? You don't exactly look like a seed dealer. I think that's a compliment. Stay silent. You've got pluck, but don't try to hold out on me, especially not when I'm inclined to let you off the hook. Verzano put you up to this, didn't he? That old fool's on a sinking ship, and he's determined to drag anyone who gets close enough down with him. Gareth here knew better, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. In fact, I'll also give you a chance to get even with the imbeciles who's been playing us both. What do you say to killing Verzano? Why would I want to do that? Why wouldn't you? He used you to do his dirty work, and without telling you anything about what you were carrying or who you were crossing. Of course, I'd also consider it a personal favor, and House Dominell is never stingy with its friends. The loyal ones, anyway. Tell me about the Dominells. I don't know whether to be relieved or insulted. We're one of the wealthiest merchant families in Defiance Bay. Let's just say, however, that some of our business practices are not officially sanctioned. I mean, I don't want to kill either one of them. I'll decide his fate when I talk to him again. You'd better make up your mind quickly, because we're going to pay him his dues one way or another. Just make sure you stay out of our way. Okay. Need to go back to Brackenberry. Travel to Deerford Village. Heritage Hill. Okay. Who am I looking for? Looking for Mayorwith. Mayorwith. Oh, I've already talked to these people, but if I wanted company, I'd go to the Salty Mast. What is it this time? Someone at the old lighthouse at Andre's Gift was looking for your ship. I didn't peg you for a liar, at least not from what I've heard. But that don't mean I believe you. You'd better explain what gave you such an interesting notion. The last lighthouse keeper watched for your ship every day. It's all in the log. No. She turned me out. We were poorer than the fishermen who live there now, and when she learned I'd put food on our table with stolen coin, she told me that if she never saw me again, it'd be the mercy of the gods. I had nowhere else to go, and it was a rough life until I rose to captain. She ignored the Adiran advance to stay behind. I think she was waiting for you. She was always so stubborn. I forget sometimes where I got it. I'll go. Perhaps it will give both of us some peace. Okay. So, gotta go back to Naya. Gotta go back to Brackenbury. Oh, I'm in Brackenbury. I need to go to Hadriot House. Back with news, perhaps? I found the missing people. Yes, you've been all over Defiance Base since last we spoke. What did you find? They were all murdered. A woman named Lumdala killed them as part of her performances. Something big. I knew it. I'll send my men after her right away. It's too late for that. She confronted me before I could get to you, and I killed her. Indeed. I can't say I'm terribly sorry. You've been a resourceful investigator, and your shrewdness has helped resolve a most troublesome case, and saved many lives, I'm sure. It was worth it to put a stop to these heinous crimes. I appreciate your zeal. Take this as payment for your services. No payment is necessary. Most generous of you. Dunred Row will long remember this, as will I. And should you decide that lengthy investigations and low pay are your style, there's a place for you at Dunred Row. The road to Red Flower Lake turned out to be even more dangerous than the elders of the kind wayfarer had expected. They believed that the attack against Adrim Delphar's funeral procession had been carried out by ogres. Instead, Sarah and the kind wayfarer initiates discovered Eotins, twisted two-headed ogres of incredible size and ferocity. Recovering the paladins' bodies was costly, with 5 more initiates dying in the process. In the end, Sarah and 7 kind wayfarers reached Red Flower Lake. There they held a service for Adrim Delphar and the others that died to make their way to the summit. On the way back down, the initiates placed marked cairns along the trail to indicate when it had been cleared by the kind wayfarers and at what cost. Patchwork boots. Ooh. Very cool. Okay. Finish that. Andre's gift. Back again. So foggy. I am interested in this lighthouse. Let's go back there. You'll never guess what happened. I was keeping an eye out for you, and who strolls down the dock but Merwith herself? You should have seen the stares she got. But she walks right into the lighthouse, never a word to anyone. And just when I'm sure she's met some awful fate in there, she strolls right out, still saying nothing to nobody. Now I'm hearing all sorts of rumors about Merwith and the last lighthouse keeper. I don't know what to believe, but everyone else around here is convinced that the place is safe again. I've even got a construction crew ready to start work. Wow. And I know I've got you to thank. Here, this is for you. Come back when the renovations are done. I've got big plans for this place. Okay. What else in Andre's gift? Berzano at the Balian Trading Company. Were you able to deliver the package? Hmm. You'd better explain why you sent me into a trap and fast. The Dominels were there? I was so careful, always following the Verla Vida. They couldn't have known. Who's this? Bezzano. Your timing is impeccable, Telepalagina. The Dominels are after me. Please, you've got to stop them. Um, what's the meaning of this? Hmm. Have mercy, Pelagina. I don't stand a chance against the Dominels. I've brought failure and shame on myself, but you can't mean to watch your countrymen die like a dog. She turns her attention to you and raises her feathered eyebrows expectantly. I don't know. I intend to protect Verzano from the Dominels. Pelagina drops her gaze and lightly shakes her head from side to side. Moments later, she turns her eyes to the ceiling in amused disbelief. She strides across the room and takes the already nervous Verzano's head in her feathered hands, a gesture that seems to hover in a dangerously narrow space between caressing and crushing. Verzano replies with a rapid, weak series of nods. Pelagina nods back once and gives his face a light slap. Uh oh. Dana saunters through the door, flanked by a squad of Dominel foot soldiers. She lets her gloved hand rest on the hilt of her weapon. A sneer curdles on her face as she looks at you. It seems I was wrong to overlook your blunder. Rest assured, I never make the same mistake twice. Boom. Ready? Whoa. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. Hmm. Wah wah. I can't thank you enough, Amicio. But this won't stop the dominoes for long. I've got to get out of here, and I recommend that you do too. That's all I have after this ill-fated venture. Thank you again, and please look out for yourself. Forgiveness added to inventory. Ah, my weapon upgraded. So I dealt 200 raw damage to enemies with this staff or scepter. So now I have to deal 300 damage to prone enemies to unlock the next level, or deal 1500 damage to enemies. Okay. What did I get for doing the first thing? Anything? Okay. Some fine stuff. Oop. Nothing. Grimoire. Everyone leveled up. Awesome. Forgiveness. Pistol. Two-handed. That's going to... probably this Durance. No. Compare. Oh yeah, this is way better. There. Surely it tells you... I guess not. Let's look at the Grimoire. Ray of Fire. Yes. I want that. Bewildering Spectacle creates a bizarre and perplexing visual distraction. I'll just get them all. I'm loaded. All right, did that. Time to level up. All right. Let's see. I mean, he's pretty much a sword and board guy, so I'm going to... There's something in that I can do. Weapon and shield style. What is this? Equipped shields deflection bonuses are increased and grant an equal bonus to the character's reflex. +6 shield deflection. Shield deflection bonus also applies to reflex. Sounds good. All right. I don't have enough for stealth. I could do mechanics. Yeah. Okay. And he's doing more like a one-handed. Wait, what is my... I'm a drifter. I don't see anything like that. +6 accuracy, saber, savage attack. Characters are able to sacrifice melee accuracy for a significant boost in damage. +15 interrupt. +1 weapon sets. +1 move speed, +5 defense when disengaging. That might be good for a monk. Durance. I'm gonna go with mechanics. No, I'm gonna go with lore. Interdiction. Inspired flame. Grandizing radiance. Everyone receives less healing from the priest's holy radiance, but the priest gains a bonus to all attributes of movement. That's nice. Or I could do a bonus levels. Level first, second, or third level spell. I like that. Interdiction. And Aloth. Sure. Level 4 spell. Confusion, Dimensional Shift, Essential Phantom, Flame Shield, Iron Skin, Minor Grimoire Imprint. What does that do? Gives the caster access to up to 3 free third or lower level spells from the target's spell list. The wizard can subsequently cast those spells an unlimited number of times for the duration. From the target's spell list. So I would have to be fighting a wizard, druid, or priest. That's neat. Or we could do something. Minor arcane reflection. Sounds good. If we ever fight any spellcasters. Yes. All right. Kana. Let's do that. No, that's athletics. And save the rest. Oh boy. Paralyzes enemies. Conjures 3 worms into existence. Form 2 will-o-wisps that fight for the party. Causes enemies in the area of effect to be terrified. Stirs something deep inside enemies in the area of effect, charming them. I like the worms. And for him, do the penetrating shot. Makes him slower, but it increases his damage reduction bypass. And Sagani. I'll save those. Okay. Kana. Okay, those are fine. There's my new worm summon thing. Still haven't found Walder. And I need to find this Animancer. I bet I know where I can go to get the Animancer. Sure. I'm not actually going to recruit her into my party, but she can go to my keep. Hey, J-Rod, how's it going? Good evening. Hey. I think there's an Animancer in Brackenbury, or maybe in Copper Lane. Let's just go see what we can. Oh, going good. Uh-oh. You're making quite a name for yourself with the Dominels. Pity that it isn't the kind of impression you should be making. Please. Going good. I just got back from a vacation this past weekend, so trying to get back into the swing of things with where I left off in the game and everything. Are you still playing Dragon Quest, J Rod? I haven't checked out your channel in a while. Sorry about that. Mm. Oh. Oh, nice. Just doing some grinding, I guess. Yeah, I get that. I it's hard to find time to stream sometimes. Do you plan to continue the Dragon Quest series, or are you going to move on to something else? I'm going to go in here. Find the archives. Wherever they are. Let's try. Here. Curio shop construction completed. Awesome. So, I've already forgotten what I was going to buy next. Mm-hmm. Maybe the hearth. It doesn't. It's very nondescript about what it's going to do for me, but apparently a semblance of order will be restored to the keep. Oh yeah, you've never beat Super Mario Brothers 1. My wife and I just actually played that on stream, and we did not beat it. However, I have beaten it before on stream, and the rule that we made was that I can't be too anal about finishing the game because she gets tired of stuff and wants to move on. So we made it a pact that we didn't have to finish the game, and so we got as close as we could, and now we're gonna play Super Mario Brothers 2, which neither of us have played much of. Have to be more established in Defiance Bay. Okay. Maybe time to go to Heritage Hill. Yeah, you can finish Mario Brothers in what, maybe 5 or 6 hours if you don't use any warp pipes. It doesn't take that long to finish. Heritage Hill. Spooky. Sorry, but this district's closed by order of the Duke himself. Wyla sent me. I'm looking into the missing guards. So you're the one she sent word about. I was expecting her to send in a whole squad of justice CRs. Not that I'm volunteering, mind you. I'll have the gate opened immediately. Just watch your step. I'm afraid we can't send anyone after you if this goes badly. Any ideas what might have happened? None, and I have no desire to find out. If you catch my meaning. The one that's disappeared weren't the deserting type. The worst part is, both times the watch disappeared, the next rotation found the gate unlocked. I don't know whether they went in or whether someone got out. But if it's the latter, refugees are going to be the least of our problems. Heard anything unusual? Friend, I try to see and hear as little as possible. One of the women on the last watch said she heard someone shouting from the northeast part of the district. Something that sounded like an order. But I don't see how anyone could survive in there. Once or twice I've caught a glimpse of something moving on the other side of the gate. I'd just as soon forget it. You're terrible at platformers. Well, practice makes perfect, they always say, right? I just have so much muscle memory from that game because it was the first game I got when I got my Nintendo when I was a kid. And as I said on the stream when I was streaming with my wife, like, we didn't have a lot of money, and so I played the game constantly because it was all we had for probably a year or two. Skeletal fighter. Actually, I'm going to sneak. Drop that down. Tanglefoot trap. I'm going to use a camping supply. Damage reduction. I'm guessing we're going to be dealing with a lot of vessels. Long day. She bends one arm behind her head, reaching until you hear a pop. Just wanted to see how you're holding up. You seem to have a lot of long nights. Well enough, thanks. That's a relief. I was following an Adra bear before. I'd hate to find out that my situation had gotten worse. Look, it's been a while since I had a hunting party, but we're in this together now, and even if we're hunting for different things, we're still hunting together. She takes a hunk of dried meat from her pouch and bites a long strip from it. Itumak licks his lips, and she tosses him the rest. I don't understand exactly what's happening to you, but I'll help you find Theos, same as you're doing for me. Okay. Thank you. Supplicant. Leaving in 3 days, 20 hours. If ignored, -4 prestige, +0 security for 3 days. Minor reputation with Twin Elms negative. I don't understand. Send escort. Okay. Dang, they're tougher than I thought. Phew. Spellword amulet. Spell defense bonus. +10 defense against spells. Everybody has something. That was pretty sweet. The dog took all the damage, and I just sat back and ranged everybody. Duelist hat. Uh-oh. A woman turns when you enter. Her wide, pale eyes shine like lamps in the darkness of the tomb. 4 crucible knights hover nearby, their glazed expressions fixed on her. Reinforcements at last. I hope you've come armed because we've got to get out of here. Something about her seems hazy and insubstantial, even in the darkness of the tomb. Who are you? A commander of the Crucible Knights. I lead the militia stationed around Heritage Hill. Securing this district became my responsibility when this, whatever it is, happened. What are you doing here? I came searching for survivors. Only too late did I realize there weren't any. I found myself surrounded by those creatures outside, and I had to seek refuge. Funny, isn't it, to hide from the dead in a building that was meant to hold them in the first place? Anyway, I've been waiting for more reinforcements. What are these soldiers doing here? She looks at them, but either she doesn't notice their distant gazes and the way they sway on their feet, or she thinks nothing of it. They're under my command, of course. They heard my call, and we've been waiting on a few more to help us fight our way out of here. I think something might be wrong with them. That's what I've been trying to tell you. We've been stuck in here with no rations for I don't know how long. We need to leave while we're still on our feet. I see. I hate to be the one to tell you this, but you're already dead. Her eyes grow cold and hard. You better explain it yourself, and quickly. You're a ghost, and you've been luring Crucible Knights to their deaths. She freezes in place, hovering in the air. No, that's impossible. It's only been... I can't be... The other side of the tomb is visible through her gaping mouth. She looks at her hands seemingly for the first time, turning them in front of her. As her eyes and her mouth widen in horror, she turns to you. What have you done to me? Her expression hardens, and the Crucible Knights behind her stir. Novitiates attack. Well, great. Try to help somebody, and they turn on you. Uh-oh. Better start using some spells here. Wall of Flame. Right there. Boom. Mm, boom. Okay, now summon some worms. Boom. Okay, and you crackling bolt. No. Apparently, no. There. All right, you move over here. Check that. I think we're good. My worms are on fire. That was really cool. Ugh. Trap. Ah, gotta have the right key for that. Yes. Revenant. Several revenants. Oh my. Where? Suspicious. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's probably a good place to call it. I don't want to start this tower at 11 o'clock at night. Okay. Thank you, everybody who was watching. J-Rod, Masquerade, Dwarven Dad. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will be streaming this again on Friday afternoon at some point. And then again, of course, Saturday evenings is 2-player mode with my wife, and we're going to play Super Mario Brothers 2, so be sure to check that out. YouTube.com/QuarterAgeGamer for any of my previous videos. I put them all up there. Twitter.com/QuarterAgeGamer. I try to retweet and talk about nerdy stuff over there, so feel free to check me out. Anyway, we will pick this back up on Friday. We'll go into this tower and we'll hopefully clear out Heritage Hill, and then maybe, just maybe, we can start some of the main story stuff again. I've been kind of knee deep in the side quests. But have a great night, and we'll see you all later.